eine Kooperation mit dem Generalkonsulat von Ungarn. An dieser Stelle gilt mein Gruß und Dank natürlich ganz insbesondere Dr. András Iszak, dem Generalkonsulat von Ungarn in Stuttgart, ansässig heute, wie ich gerade gehört habe, und natürlich dem Herrn Kommer und seinem Team, die hier sehr stark im Austausch waren mit meinem Kollegen, dem Herrn Körlin, um das alles hier heute möglich zu machen. Sowie gilt unser Dank natürlich der IHK-Region Stuttgart. Ja, mir bleibt es jetzt zu sagen, ich wünsche allen viel Erfolg. Wir werden die Sendung aufzeichnen und dann auch nochmal weiter wieder bei uns auf der Website, auf YouTube und in allen Social-Kanälen weiter quasi versenden und hoffen dann auch, dass wir nochmal Zuspruch bekommen und die heutigen Partner hier auch Vertriebspartner für den deutschen Markt finden werden. Ansonsten sage ich, Herr Dr. András Iszak, Sie haben gerne das Wort. Vielen Dank.
So, vielen Dank, Frau Rudolph. Herzlich willkommen an alle Teilnehmer. Ich kann mich immer noch nicht so richtig daran gewöhnen, dass man Leute nur am Bildschirm trifft, aber immerhin, wenn keine anderen Möglichkeiten gegeben sind, dann machen wir das halt so in der Form. Also herzlich willkommen an alle. Vor allem auch vielen Dank an Sie, Frau Rudolph, als Hauptgeschäftsführerin und Ihr Team und unseren Vortragenden, Herrn Boller-Spotzer, für die heutige Veranstaltung. Das ist nicht die erste mit dem CDH und auch nicht unsere letzte Veranstaltung. Das zeigt schon davon, dass es eine gute Kooperation ist und die wollen wir auch natürlich beibehalten. Das Thema heute ist Smart Cities und intelligente Lösungen. Und um dem Thema nicht vorgreifen zu wollen, habe ich mir gedacht, dass ich ein paar ganz kurze einleitende Sätze zur Digitalisierung sage und Innovation, ohne der ja das heutige Thema nicht wirklich greifbar wäre. Beide Themen, Innovation und Digitalisierung, sind sowohl in Baden-Württemberg als auch in Ungarn sehr hervorgehende Themen von den Regierungen. Wir haben in Ungarn ein eigenes Ministerium, kein Wirtschaftsministerium mehr, sondern es heißt Ministerium für Innovation und Technologie. Das heißt, damit auch wird signalisiert, welche Wichtigkeit diese Themen haben. Und nicht zu sprechen davon, dass das Ministerium mit dem größten Budget ist, das je ein ungarisches Ministerium gehabt hat. Das zeugt von der Wichtigkeit dieser Thematik. Aber auch in Baden-Württemberg ist das Thema nicht klein geschrieben. Ich habe mir den Koalitionsvertrag angeschaut. Sowas tut man sich an als Generalkonsul und liest sich 162 Seiten durch. Da steht das Wort Digitalisierung 149 Mal drinnen. Also fast einmal pro Seite. Das ist schon ziemlich viel und zeugt von der Wichtigkeit dieser Thematik. Und wenn man das umrechnet, in Baden-Württemberg möchte man in den nächsten Jahren 1 Milliarde Euro in die Digitalisierung stecken. Wenn man das ummünzt auf Seiten des Koalitionsvertrags, dann heißt das, das sind 6,8 Millionen, wenn ich das richtig gelesen habe oder richtig gerechnet habe, pro Seite. Also Digitalisierung ist etwas, was uns verbindet. Es gibt auch eine Innovations- und Technologieplattform zwischen Ungarn und Deutschland, die sich auf mehrere Bereiche erstreckt. Eine gute Zusammenarbeit im Feld der Forschung, Hochschulen, Firmen, Startups, wo wir versuchen, unsere gemeinsamen Interessen zu bündeln und zu erörtern. So viel kurz zu dem Thema Digitalisierung. Der heutige Anlass zeigt auch, dass, was ich vorhin schon erwähnt habe, auf beiden Seiten Interesse besteht, in diesem Thema zusammenzuarbeiten, auch in der Wirtschaft. Und ich hoffe sehr, dass diese heutige Veranstaltung dazu einen Teil beitragen wird. Wie gesagt, wir werden ja noch andere Veranstaltungen haben mit einem etwas anderen Fokus, aber ich bin mir ziemlich sicher, dass es für beide Seiten eine aufschlussreiche Veranstaltung sein wird, in der alle hoffentlich nach der Veranstaltung, wenn wir den Bildschirm wieder ausmachen, denken werden, es hat sich gelohnt für uns alle. Ich bin mir ziemlich sicher, dass das der Fall sein wird. Vielen herzlichen Dank nochmals an alle für die Kooperation, auch an alle Teilnehmer für ihre Zeit und ich wünsche Ihnen eine sehr aufschlussreiche Veranstaltung. Herzlichen Dank, Frau Rudolph, fürs Wort.
Ja, dann können wir, glaube ich, beginnen, oder? Mit dem ersten Vortrag. Dann würde ich mal die Moderationsrechte gleich mal weiterleiten. Und zwar an den Herrn Laszlo Hindrusch, wenn ich richtig ausgesprochen habe. So.
Yes, I think now everyone can hear me, right? You can hear me?
Entschuldigung, Herr Köhlen erstmal kommt, weil er spaziert und wir sollten eigentlich ihm die...
Okay, ja, ich habe es gerade auch gelesen. Okay, Moment, dann muss ich nochmal kurz... Kein Problem.
Also dann schönen Tag an alle Teilnehmer. Ich hoffe, alle sehen meinen Bildschirm. Ich würde bitte jemanden um eine Rückmeldung, dass man meinen Bildschirm sieht. Hallo? Achso, es sieht man. Oh, danke, danke. Ich hab nicht gesehen. Okay, also vielen Dank für die Möglichkeit und ich möchte ein bisschen sprechen über digitales Schulprogramm, digitales Erfolgsprogramm. In Anfang ist es wichtig, das zu klären. Das DEP ist dafür, die Bürger und Unternehmen der Gewinner der Digitalisation zu machen und nicht die von der Digitalisation zu schützen, sondern sie dafür vorbereiten. Der DEP ist seit 2015 in Ungarn. Es war eine internationale Konsultation am Internet. Das hieß der Internetcon und durch diese Rückschläge und durch die Vorschläge der Öffentlichkeit und der Berufsverbände kam es zustande. Es kamen an 18 Bereiche, waren mehr als 50 Projekte kamen zustande. Dann kam der DEP 2.0, das hat sich natürlich basiert auf die 1.0. Das ist praktisch, dass also eine Strategie zusammenzusetzen, dass der Vorsprung schafft in Digitalisation in Ungarn. Und dann kam der DEP 2030, das hat sich natürlich basiert auf DEP 1 und 2.0. Das war wichtig, es basiert auf den Forschungsergebnissen der DEP und anderer staatlicher Workshops und Ministerien sowie auf der Zusammenarbeit der Gesamtregierung. Das ist so gesagt ein ganz zusammengesetzte Strategie, dass möglichst die Firmen in Ungarn und die Unternehmen und die Bürger in Ungarn praktisch, dass die einen Vorsprung haben und mit der Digitalisation Schritt halten können. Man nennt es, das ist so geteilt wie der Mendelejew-Tabelle. So nennen wir praktisch, das ist die Mendelejew-Tabelle der Verwaltung. Das baut sich wollte ich auch sagen, in 3 Schritte: Mensch, Maschine und System. Das heißt, so eine Person, die auf dem Arbeitsmarkt, in Gemeinschaften, insbesondere in der Familie und als Bürger wertvoll ist. Man muss hier nicht so verstehen, wortwörtlich wertvoll ist, sondern praktisch, dass der Mensch sich auch in dieser Umgebung auch wohlfühlt. Das sind die Ziele und die Interventionsbereiche von DEP 2030. Die Maschine, das ist natürlich, muss man verstehen, dass die alle Möglichkeiten, digitale Wirtschaft und Infrastruktur, natürlich in alle Sektoren. Und System ist natürlich das dahinterliegende digitale Regierung. Das Das Civitas Sapiens Smart City Wissenszentrum, das ist ein sehr wichtiges Ziel. Die Ziele des digitalen Erfolgsprogramms 2.0 für Smart Cities und Urbanisierung zu erreichen. Dazu kamen noch Ausbildungen, wie man auch sieht, Berichterstatter und Experte für digitale Regionalentwicklung. Das ist gedacht für unterschiedliche Strukturen und für unterschiedliche Gemeinden und auch für die schon Diplom haben, für solche eine weitere Entwicklung in Richtung Digitalisation zu ermöglichen. Digitales Dorfprogramm, das läuft jetzt und das wird jetzt von der Regierung gestartet. Und Smart City Marktplatz muss ich sehr wichtig erwähnen, das beginnt dieses Jahr Juni und ein bisschen mehr über Smart City Marktplatz. Das ist ein sehr wichtiger Schritt, weil das ist so ein Marktplatz, wo die Teilnehmer und die Unternehmer validiert werden. Die gehen, wie man auch sieht an den Bild, die gehen durch einen sehr, sehr wichtigen Validationsprozess. Das schützt, dass die sich mit dieser Firmen in Verbindung setzende Unternehmer können sicher sein, dass der Firma von der Verwaltung validiert und von einer praktisch eine rechtliche und technische Validierung durchgeführt, wie auch eine wirtschaftliche Validierung durchgeführt wird durch die Firma. Das sind ein paar Beispiele für Smart City Marktplatz. Und da trete ich gleich weiter für über das Hyper-Mentoring-Programm. Also das ist der Prozess, der Teil, wo ich gesprochen habe. Das ist ein Inventar der heimischen digitalen Lösungen. Es unterstützt, wie ich gesagt habe, sicher die Qualität ungarischer Unternehmen, die exportfähige digitale Produkte und Dienstleistungen anbieten, die in der Strategie zur Entwicklung des digitalen Exports festgelegten Kriterien erfüllen. Da sieht man die Anfangsphasen. Das fängt natürlich mit einer, so gesagt, mit dem Fragebogen 1 fängt es an, dann fängt die Registrierung an und nach dem zweiten Fragebogen kommt die Validierungsphase. Und wie man in den Hyper-Katalog und in praktisch auf diese Smart City Marktplatz kommt, ist durch solche praktisch verschiedene Sitzungen mit Mentoren, die praktisch, wie man sieht, auch durch Meetings den Firmen kennenlernen. Der Mentor erstellt und hilft praktisch eine gute Firmendemo und eine Vorstellung, eine Firmenpräsentation vorzustellen. So kommt es dann weiter an die Hyper-Administration und dann wird nochmal, wie gesagt, auf dem Fragebogen, zweiter Fragebogen, verschiedene Spezialitäten noch über der Firma und Unternehmen gefragt. Und das kommt dann weiter auf der Hyper-Admin. Dann kommt, wie ich gesagt habe, die Validierungsphase. Das ist die rechtliche, finanzielle und technische Validierung. Das wird von einem Validator-Board durchgeführt. Und nach dieser Validierung wird nochmal geforscht und verschiedene Daten zu verbessern. Und dann werden diese Ergebnisse von der Validator-Board hochgeladen. Dann ist die Phase noch nicht beschlossen, weil der Mentor hat dann die Aufgabe, diese Unternehmen weiterhin so viel wie möglich helfen und verschiedene Gründungsprojekte und Ausschreibungen vorzulegen, wo eventuell diese Unternehmen auch teilnehmen können. Und dann sind praktisch die Follow-up-Meetings zu Ende. Dann ist der Mentor hat der Mentor mit der Unternehmen zusammen die Unterlagen zusammengestellt und dann werden das in den Hyper-System aufgeladen und werden dieser Katalog an die Wirtschaftsattaché-Kollegen auch weitergeladen. Und weiterhin bleiben, diese an die digitalexport.hu, bleiben diese Unternehmen ins System und um Aufrufe, Ausschreibungen, Überwachung und Eventbenachrichtigungen zu bekommen. Und halt natürlich die Fragen der heutigen Tage, leider, wie hängt die Digitalisierung zusammen? Im Guten, im Schlechten, dass viele Firmen sich die Hilfsbereitschaft natürlich geöffnet haben und viele haben sich in den Ökosystem angefangen zu arbeiten, so gesagt, effizientere und fortschrittlichere digitale Lösungen zu schaffen. Der DEP hat sich dazu gezogen, diese Angebote und Konnektivität und Finanzierungsmöglichkeiten an diese Unternehmen zu vorbieten. Das kam dafür, dass die Firmen nicht separat arbeiten, sondern die Unternehmer, die in gleiche Richtung, gleiche Region arbeiten, dass die zusammenarbeiten und so ein Produkt, das eventuell in dieser Virusphase hilft. Und natürlich kam dadurch über den Einstieg von DEP ein einseitiger Verlauf des Markeneinstieges in Möglichkeit. So ungefähr, das war meine 10 Minuten. Für weitere Fragen stehe ich gerne zur Verfügung. Unter meine E-Mail-Adresse können Sie mich erreichen und natürlich werde ich dann alle möglichen Fragen beantworten. Ich danke für die Aufmerksamkeit.
Vielen Dank für den interessanten Vortrag. Dann geht es weiter mit, dann übertrage ich mal die Rechte weiter.
Good morning. I'm not sure if you can see my screen and hear my voice.
Yes, we can see and hear.
Okay, that's very good. Thank you. So, thank you for the opportunity to come here. Good morning, everyone. My name is Laszlo, and I'm the co-founder of Agora Solutions. I'm sure that everybody has purchased or sold a property before. Have you ever felt that your real estate agent doesn't have enough time for you, or you have to wait even days to have your property available online? Well, it's not because the agent doesn't work well. In most cases, it is because they have to spend 40% of their workday on necessary back office administration, like creating marketing campaign, uploading ads, registering clients, and other tasks. It means that at least 3 hours per day is taken from you as customer. We saw these problems, and that's why we founded Agora, with my co-founder Gabor, who is a real estate agent for more than 4 years now. Usually the agents have to spend on average 6 hours per day on field without having a proper access to their database or their management system. So they have to write down everything on paper and they have to type in everything again in the office. But most of the agencies couldn't even afford to have any internal software at all. In most cases, they simply use pen and paper, Excel spreadsheet, or other simple database. This makes their job very ineffective, and there is a very high chance to mistakes. Also, if they can spend 1 hour of administration instead of 3, they will have the other 2 hours for their clients, which improves the customer service. That's why we created a smart mobile-based property and client management system for real estate agencies that they can use on the go and do the administration on the field with it. Agora makes the whole administration process 65% faster than previously. Furthermore, with Agora, we can save the wage of the hired administrator as well. With Agora, agents have a cloud-based system available on their mobile phone 24/7 anywhere. They are able to see each other's properties to enhance cross-sells. They can upload ads on the field and register clients on the go. Our mission is to make the whole segment paperless with, for example, a digital signature and contract maker to leave every manual and offline task behind. On this graph, you can see our competitors worldwide. All of them has a pricing model of limited packages for a fixed monthly fee, and most of them doesn't even support on-field administration or paperless processes. To make our product better, we are focusing on simplicity, usage on the go, and customization to ensure the fit for all types of businesses. We have started the research and development in 2018. We reinvented the real estate administration workflows and developed a system that you can deliver immediate results to your clients with. Why is it good for you? More deals and happier clients. We decided to implement a scalable pay-per-use model to make available for small agencies with a small budget as well. We ask €1 per property per month, and we have a discount from above 50 properties. So for example, an average agent with 60 properties in their database pays only €55 per month. This is our team. As you can see, we have everything internally. We have 2 internal developers with more than 10 years of experience. So if you have any issue, they are here 24/7. And I'm the CEO. I'm responsible for the business development, and Gabor is the real estate specialist. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. And if you are interested, please contact me on the contacts below. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. Let's continue with the company Kultur and Mr. Janos Hanscha.
You can hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay, thank you. So good morning, everyone. I will talk about our solution in the smart city concept, which is a platform for driving cultural heritage data into the smart city concept by using semantic processes to create knowledge graph from this data and serve it as a public utility data in the smart city concept. Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm representing a software house called Kultur, which is dedicated for cultural heritage and memory institutions. Are these covering your screen as too, like mine? Do you see my screen well?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, okay. So we are a group of people with passion towards culture, heritage, more than 50 professionals having more than 20 years of experience on this field, and more than 400 institutional partners, which are all libraries, museums, and other kind of memory or cultural heritage institutions. Our software solutions and tools cover every step of the path towards the digital realm of an institution. So we have softwares for managing cultural data sets, to create and to maintain digital content that are related to the data. We have institutions to connect to their users, patrons, readers, museum visitors, and also connect to each other. So we help them to connect to other memory institutions, but also to other sectors like tourism and education. And we also have them to create games, attractions that reuse all their data in tourism or education. We recognize the problem that the way how these institutions maintain their data and the content is not suitable for the reuse of these data. So we developed a tool set. We call it a recataloging tool set. So we help them to recatalog their data into a knowledge graph solution that makes their data machine readable and help them to maintain the concept of their data, which is very important in the reuse of this data. We believe that such cultural heritage data resource is very important in the smart city concept, because such a public utility data service will provide 5-star linked open data provisioning for the community, for the tourism, for the education, and maintaining such a knowledge base will add to the collective belonging and solidarity in the community. I have a short video to illustrate and demonstrate the concept. So if you have any questions, or if you like the idea to drive cultural heritage content to your smart city, or you're a developer who would like to use cultural heritage data and content, we are ready to help you with 20 years of experience. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Also als nächstes kommt dann die Firma Cliff Climbing, oder Herr Kommer?
Ja, Cliff Climbing kommt als nächstes.
Alles klar. Moment.
Just a second here. Okay. Okay, just a quick question if you can hear and see the presentation.
Yes.
Perfect. So good morning, everyone. I'm Andras from Cliff Climbing, co-founder, and next to me is Laszlo, our partner manager. I would like to introduce you Cliff Climbing, which is a sensor-based tracking system for indoor climbing gyms. How we arrived at this idea is that since I started climbing 6 years ago, I've noticed that and experienced that many climbing gyms tend to be boring and tend to lack of new experiences. And actually, if you look at climbing, there is no real measurement and digitalization tool that can track climbers' performance and motivate them just like with Strava and running. And actually, in our point, this leads to the biggest problem of gyms is the churn of visitors. How you can solve this is by, actually, we have designed a touch sensor tracking system, which can be fit behind existing climbing poles. As you can see here, it's a quick connection with the magnets. It connects behind any standard climbing wall, and this patent-pending sensor tracks the climbers, analyzes their climbs, which helps gym owners to have an overview about their gym's performance, and in the end, motivates climbers with fun games, challenges, and competitions. How we can do this is by the unique combination of our custom-designed hardware and software. On one side, we have a so-called upgrade kit that can be fit with any existing ball, which includes a touch console, controller unit, and the sensors that track climbers individually. And on the other hand, we have great software both for the gym operators so that they can collect, analyze data, and support their maintenance. And we have an application for gym visitors so that they can track their climbs, share them on social media, take part in challenges, and climb up the leaderboard so that they will be returning visitors for the gym. So overall, what we do is that any existing climbing wall can be rated with Cliff, and it doesn't require any special rebuilding or anything like that. It can be fit, and in the end, we provide gym visitors a brand new experience. How we are actually in this market and why we are here today is that actually the climbing market is worth more than 44 billion euros per year. And thanks to the fact that it has become an official Olympic game this year, is expected to grow yearly 10 or 20% every year. And more than 44.5 million people climb worldwide. And actually there are more than 4,000 of these climbing gyms globally. And just if you look at the German market, there are a number of climbing walls. On the right-hand side, you can see the Kletterzentrum in Stuttgart. There are more than 25,000 of these climbing halls. And in the Kletterzentrum Innsbruck, where there are more than 50,000 of these halls on their walls. How gyms can purchase Cliff is by, on one hand, purchasing the hardware for a one-time payment and then paying a software subscription price. Or they can decide if they would like to go for a pay over time model, because we have a great model where they can just have to pay 329 euros a month. That includes all the software, all the operations, and all the great games we can offer for them. And actually, if you look at the income of the gym, that's just 0.5% of it. At the moment, we have 2 climbing gym partners in Hungary, and based on our survey we have did with our visitors and our operators, more than 93.5% of them would love to share the experience with their friends, and they have rated the Cliff experience best in the class, and they would like to share this with more. So what we are seeking now and what we are working on is our go-to-market strategy, and we're first focusing on the EU and the DACH region market. In the complete EU, there are 2,000 gyms, and just if you focus on the German, Austrian, and Swiss market, there are more than 600 of these gyms. We are both looking for direct partners where we can install our system, and we're also looking for distributor partners so that we can resell the system so that they can connect to our smart connection. And we also developed a research program, which we are currently working with the Budapest University of Technology, and we have just published our first study based on how the tracking the performance can upgrade climbers in the long run, and how actually developing climbing can help gym visitors so that become addicted to climbing. And to tell you more, we have a demo set up here in the back here. So let me just show you this. I just quickly start the presentation. I just go back here. You can see here our demo setup, and here is a touch screen where climbers can log in. So if I come here with my Cliff card, I can sign in, and I'm presented here with my customized home screen where I can select if I go for this 4B route, then the LEDs will highlight me what should I climb, I can just hit start, and then the tracking starts in the background. So if I grab one or a good one, it will highlight me a green, or if I make a mistake, which hold is not part of the route, then it will be shine me back a red one. If I hit stop, then it will give me a result of my climb, evaluate my performance, and saves it automatically to the cloud. So I hit save, then it will be transferred to the app so that I can later access it on the app with a Click Climb rep, where I can participate in challenges and share my experience with others. And if I have the phone here, you can see here that the activity feed is here, and I can just scroll here. It's saved automatically. So it really works like Strava with running, but it's done in the background so that in the end, it really motivates visitors to go back to the gym. And at the moment, we're looking for help to reach the European market. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. The next is Mr. Mate Galay.
Yes, good morning, everyone. I'm Mate Galay, the CEO of Cube. We present our products in 5 minutes using a video. Please start it. Thanks.
Yes, no problem. One moment.
Okay. Thank you for your attention. If you have any question, please let us know.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks.
So the next is Prodex Private Center Sanitel with Mr. Xaver Bartal.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Dennis, can you let me in with my sharing screen?
Yes.
Thanks a lot. Good morning to everyone. I'm Xaver Bartal from the Private Sentinel. Everybody can hear and see me, right?
Yes, we can see you and we can hear you.
All right, thank you so much. The Private Sentinel is about the safety because we think that timely assistance can save lives. We developed a device and an application, the Private Sentinel. And in case of any kind of emergency, you can initiate an alert from the PS Watch device and from the smartphone, from the Private Sentinel application. Let me show you the way of the communication channel. In case of an alert triggered, we send 3 SMSs, 10 emails, social media notifications, group messages, and system messages to the nearby Private Sentinel users around the person who initiated the alert from the PS Watch or from the Private Sentinel application. And for the premium customers, we can make a direct connection to the local services, I mean the 112 emergency services, because we have a special agreement with the Hungarian police force, the 112, and they can directly go to the place where the person became in trouble. The main features of the PS Watch is you can start an alert with the button, with the red button. You can use it for GSM call there and back. You can receive and you can send a call from the PS Watch. In case of any kind of emergency, when you trigger an alert from the PS Watch with the red button, you can make an automatic call with the person who previously were predefined to be a caregiver for the person who wears this wearable, this PS Watch. You can control the move of the person who wears this PS Watch as well with the zone surveillance. You can measure the blood pressure and heart rate from the PS Watch as well, if you wear this. And with a remote solution from the Private Sentinel application as a caregiver, you can also measure the blood pressure and the heart rate of the person who wears this device. The PS Watch is water resistance indeed. Highly not recommend to use it for many minutes and hours in the water or under the shower because it has only IP65, so it's not an IP67. The battery is rechargeable up to 3 or 4 days. You need to recharge the battery of the PS Watch, but it depends on the conscience of the users, how many times they measure a day their blood pressure or heart rate. If you measure many times, you can drain the battery much faster. The next generation of the PS Watch is in the tube. The planned functionality upgrade is the body temperature measuring, because under the COVID threat, it appeared that the body temperature is very important in the community in case of any kind of viruses. And you need to measure the body temperature, the blood oxygen as well. The fall detection for the elderly people mostly it takes a highly need for their users, and we implement an I'm OK button to the PS Watch as well. It contains the PS application contains that I'm OK button. If somebody wants to know if you are okay or not, you can use the application and I'm OK with the push of the button in the application, and it shows that you are all right. The surveillance with the mobile app is very simple. You can control the movement of the person who wears the PS Watch, and you can see the step counts, the latest heart and blood pressure, the status of the battery. It's okay with the 87% or below 15%. We send an automatic messages to the users and the caregiver that you need to recharge the battery and the date. To start an alert from the PS Watch is very, very simple. You need to download the application, you need to register, and then you can set up some persons, your relatives mostly, who can be your caregivers in case of any kind of emergency. And then if you initiate an alert, they will act properly. For the premium customers, you can decide, beside the SOS emergency situation, you can decide what kind of medical services you need immediately. For the basic users, you can decide if you need an ambulance, police force, or fireman. Some words about the company. The Private Sentinel Ltd was established in 2013, and first we approached with an application. In 2015 we had a soft launch, and then in 2016 we started to develop the PS Watch, a wearable beside the application, and then from 2019 we had several contracts with Hungarian partners, what you will see in the next page. And in 2010 we developed the premium service, the 724 call center service for the background of this safety service, and for premium customers, I mean. Our major partners in Hungary, the Vodafone Hungary, the T-Systems Hungary, Főtáv ZRT, which is a capital heating company, and the Europe Assistance Hungary, and many others are in the tube, hopefully in 2021, because 2020 was a very bad year, as for many others as well. Let me emphasize the compliance of the application and our services, that we are using a TLS standards, we are using GDPR standards, and it's very important to use the data not in a, how to say, in a bad cloud services, but in a very good controlled cloud services. We have a tier 3 status in the data center what we use in Hungary. So thanks for your attention, and do not hesitate to contact with me now or later after this presentation or the conference. I'm happy to share with you more details about the Private Sentinel safety services. The smart cities are very important for us because we are focusing on mobile operators and security companies, but we would like to gain partners from the public transport services. So I would be happy if I could continue this conversation with the proper person or companies in the next future. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Csaba Bartal. The next is Dr. János Pál-Nemet.
Yes, that's me.
All right, one moment. Okay, we can see your screen.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. My name is János Németh. I'm representing Spritz International, and I'm going to talk to you about our contactless ordering system. Well, what we have experienced the last year and a half is that COVID-19 and the new normals drive the digitalization of the service sector. Our company, Spritz International, aims to contribute to the digitalization of the hospitality industry with increased efficiency and revenues and improved customer experience. Let's see what these new normals and COVID-19 in the hospitality industry is about. So if you look at it, on the one hand, restaurant, pub, bar and cafe owners aim to stay open as long as possible, even as lockdowns are introduced, and at the same time, guests want to spend time at their favorite places too. We have to take into considerations the new normals, so social distancing and hygiene rules must be kept. And this is what drives the need for creation of a new normal for a COVID-19 safe environment in the hospitality industry. What are the best practices for that? On the one hand, distance between guests is required, and also social distancing for staff and guests is a requirement. So what we see is that keeping the number of interactions at a possible minimum as a best practice. On the other hand, what you see is keeping staff and the place clean and disinfected is an obvious requirement. So the best practice for that, which is the biggest risk factor in hospitality, is avoiding sharing items among guests if possible. What is the solution? We believe that Spritz contactless ordering, end-to-end contactless ordering, is a solution where guests are placing their orders using their own mobile phones, without any use of printed menu cards, without any interactions with the waiter taking the orders. This is an option. So if you want to talk to the waiter or there's any need to interaction, it is possible. It's not exclusive, but it's an option. And with a quick and easy and cool way to order while still in chat flow with mates, so you can continue talking to each other without the interruption of the waiter. What can the owners benefit from the use of Spritz? They can keep track of all current orders and order history, making tailor-made sales booster promotions with the help of creating of a dynamic and digital menu card, and of course increased revenues because of the ease of ordering. Staff is receiving the order directly from the system and can serve guests when the order is ready. How does Spritz work? We have unique identifiers built into a QR code that is at all tables in all restaurants, pubs. Registers users sign into the Spritz app, scan the QR code, and the digital menu card of a given restaurant or pub or cafe is loaded into their Spritz application in their mobile phones. And then guests look at the digital menu card, place their orders through the application, which is then loaded to the app in the kitchen, bar, or counter in that hospitality industry unit. And once the order is ready, the waiter serves the guest, or with the push notification, the guests can fetch or pick up their orders from the counter. This enables Spritz also for takeaway orders. Summer is coming, beaches and food trucks are an obvious choice for Spritz as a best use. Connections, what we are looking for. Of course, we would like to connect with hospitality service providers, owners of restaurants, cafes, bars, hotels, and the like. We are also open for cooperation with bigger chains of such establishments. We are also looking for sales representatives for Spritz in Germany. We have established connections in the hospitality business. And we are also looking for hospitality associations for lobbying in favor of end-to-end contactless ordering system during lockdowns, because what we believe is that you can introduce different occupancy rates with or without contactless ordering systems due to the lower risk of infections with the digitalized version. This is why we call Spritz your virtual waiter, because you have a waiter waiting every table all the time when you are open. And if I raised any questions or interests, you can reach me by phone or by email. Thank you for your attention.
Yes, thank you very much. So the next is Mr. Zeko Adrian. Please let me know if I should play your video.
Yes, just in a second, I will just say a few words. So yeah, basically we are a software company developing video analytic solutions for different markets, focusing mainly on license plate recognition for traffic and parking solutions, as well as security applications like face recognition, object and mask detection and access control applications worldwide. We are based in Budapest with sales offices in the US and Singapore, and we also have a representative in Germany. So yeah, I will just show a quick video which will focus on our products, and I think that'll be it'll do a better job at explaining our solutions than I could. So yeah, you can just go ahead and play the video.
All right, one moment.
No worries.
Asura Technologies, we recognize the future. Automation of mobility systems using AI-based video analytics software is what we do at Asura Technologies, be it parking, tolling, congestion charging, traffic monitoring, or vehicle access control. We develop your tailor-made solution or integrate our cutting-edge technology into your existing system. Asura Technologies software solutions process the video stream of cameras to provide timely and accurate information on the traffic operation. We can run multiple video analytics on the same video stream to ensure the detection of different infractions. These video analytic systems can be connected to a custom or existing VMS to notify the right person in the optimal format when needed. The video analytics and ALPR software provide complete vehicle identification for tolling and congestion charging projects and can complement any existing road-user charging operation. They can also be used as the core technology to create a streamlined way of tolling without gates or toll booths. Also, by installing cameras at key locations, highway sections can be monitored 24/7, automatically notifying operators of incidents, thereby elevating highway safety to the next level. The very same technology applied in the urban environment is ideal for traffic surveillance, constantly on the lookout for infractions or other incidents. Detecting and reporting traffic incidents while identifying the perpetrator vehicle is completely automatic, just as notifying the authorities and sending them the information necessary to enforce traffic rules. Vehicle counting and profiling are all part of the package. All it takes are cameras and the right software. Asura Technologies delivers contactless parking solutions citywide, be it on or off-street parking. Our systems work 24/7, handling automatic parking enforcement, citation management, and monitoring parking zones for free spaces real time. Use our ALPR-based parking management suite to automatically open gates or other barriers, grant access to rented parking spaces, and handle incoming and leaving traffic at premium parking sites via matching payments performed or pay on foot through applications or other third-party services. Asura Technologies delivers your future mobility solutions. Asura Technologies, we recognize the future.
Well, thank you. So in 5 minutes is a very short period of time. So I do hope to have a more personal meeting where we can further discuss, and yeah, looking forward to it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The next is Miss Eva Leiko from Alsat Medical. One moment. So. We can see your screen, but we can't hear you.
You can hear me. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So I'm Eva Leiko from Alsat Medical, and our mission is to support people with chronic kidney disease, diabetes, or obesity, and help everyone to have a healthier lifestyle. We think that the digital and smart cities have actually a digitally supported public health system, and also there is an active part to work for healthy aging. So, so people in Germany are particularly at risk to develop chronic kidney disease for some reason. And treatment includes a restrictive diet and complex medication. But as the condition advances, patient needs expensive and time-consuming dialysis treatment or a kidney transplant. And the main reasons behind chronic kidney disease are uncontrolled diabetes, obesity, or cardiovascular problems, often caused by unhealthy diet and lifestyle. And the COVID pandemic also increased the number of people having kidney disease, while obesity or diabetes means an increased risk of COVID complications. Diet and lifestyle elements are key in chronic condition management. These are often overlooked or neglected, although could significantly slow down the progress of the disease. So we developed an application which is called ALSAT, which stands for Automated Lifestyle Advice. Artificial intelligence helps the user to get personalized patient education content and menu plans optimized for condition management and care goals based on personal and medical data, needs, habits, and preferences. And also, ALSAT also connects the patient with human clinicians and dietitians for monitoring and support. Unique features include fully auto-generated menu plans, content finds the user approach, so forget Dr. Google, and specific support for patients with multiple conditions. ALSAT automates time-consuming or repetitive tasks for dietitians, like nutritional calculations, menu configurations, and patient data analysis. So this is our traction. ALSAT core team, which is mainly technical team, teamed up with medical partners like Fresenius Medical Care Hungary, Semmelweis Medical University, and a group of expert dietitians in Hungary to develop and test our solution. Our software is already used as part of a care plan to a private hospital in Budapest with quite impressive results. And next steps include development of a mobile interface. We are already working on that, international regulatory compliance, and entering key markets like Germany or the United Kingdom. So ALSAT business model is software as a service. It can be inserted into care plan by health providers as a sort of a white label product. But in Hungary, end users can also sign up directly and get connected with doctors and dietitians via a secure digital channel. And there is a very specific opportunity in Germany, because Germany was perhaps the first country which introduced a legislation which enables doctors to prescribe digital applications. So this is a great opportunity for patients, clinicians, and digital health companies and developers. And ALSAT Medical intends to get this DIGA status to support people with chronic conditions. And previous research confirmed that digital solutions can effectively used in deliver behavioral health intervention, integrated personal health records, enable smart and non-intrusive remote monitoring. So, while supporting the individual patient or dietitian, ALSAT can also make a difference on the public health level by slowing down the progress of the disease using a combination of digital monitoring tools and services for compliance and healthier diet and lifestyle. And this is our value proposition. So we offer personalized digital support for patients to manage their diet, activities, and get feedback about their status and goals. And in the meantime, health professionals can get real-time data about the patient's condition, diet and activities, while ASAT provides practical support to automate several tasks of the dietitians. And in Germany, we are seeking partnership in the German market to get validated and regional content, which means recipes as well as patient education material specific for the German clientele, to introduce our product to German health providers, and we would like to launch a pilot as well. We are also seeking academic partners to get professional support to acquire a TICA qualification. So we are looking forward to discuss with you if any of these sounds like you. And that was our recent international press release, which generated initial interest, including publications in Bloomberg, Medical Buyer, Finance and Net, Press Portal, or Health Technology News. And thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. The next is Miss Xia Nemeth, but I can't find her. Ah, yes, here. All right, one moment.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm sharing my screen. Just 1 second.
Yes, one moment.
Okay.
So now you can share your screen.
Perfect. Okay, just 1 second. Yep, share. Okay, and I start my presentation. So, can you see my presentation? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you so much. So, good morning to everybody. As you see, we are working with and for water industry. The company name is WaterScope, meaning that we have something in a connection with water. We are developing smart solutions for the water industry, for water and wastewater management. What do? We collect sensor measurements from the different measurement points, and we transfer these measurements wirelessly to a dedicated server where it can be analyzed with artificial aided methods. We have three portfolios, three big groups of products. One is the pressure network management, the second water quality monitoring, and the third is, we call it a general or wastewater pump shafts monitoring. I will tell you just a few words about all the three product portfolios, so you can have an idea what we are developing. The pressure and network management. We have developed, actually together with the German Havle company, who are developing and manufacturing hydrants here in Hungary. So we developed our smart water hydrants solutions, which means that we can monitor the water pressure with these smart hydrants. We can check the water load and unload of these places. It has alarm functions. If the water level is too high or too low, it sends SMS or email to the operator. Plus, it is smart because we can monitor who has access to the hydrant, who has access to water. We can monitor if it is a authorized or unauthorized access. So this way we can prevent thefts, and with the permanent pressure monitoring, we can determine the places and exact time where maybe leakages may happen. So this is the smart hydrant. Without the hydrant, we can also monitor the pressure with DMAs, district metered areas as well. It's a smart solution to monitor and to reduce the so-called non-revenue water risk, which is the water loss between the water utility and the consumer. It can be as high as 20–25%, which is the loss of the water company. So if we monitor the pressure of the water network, then we can check it out if there is any failures, leakages, malfunctions. And if we can reduce this non-revenue water with only 1 or 2% a year, it means millions of forints and euros. The second product group is the surface water monitoring, the water quality monitoring. Here we developed our smart buoy, which is floating on the water. It has sensors imported from the USA. We measure the basic parameters of the water, like temperature, distance of oxygen, conductivity, and all these things. We send this measurement data wirelessly to the dedicated server, where the surface water operator manager can have real-time and continuous information on his water quality. It can be used in fisheries, aquacultures. Everybody knows, even in Germany, Lake Balaton. We have a smart buoy on Lake Balaton. So the Limnological Institute at Lake Balaton has real-time information on what is happening on and in the water. And of course, with the alarm functions, we can tell well in time if the water quality is deteriorating. Maybe algae number is increasing. Everybody knows, everybody heard news about algae bloom when fish dies in the waters due to the lack of oxygen in hot summers. So if we monitor the water with our smart buoy, we have excellent and prompt information on the processes, what is happening in the water. Let's talk about some words about wastewater monitoring. With our fixed monitoring solutions, we can check the incoming and outgoing wastewater quality. It can be set up any sites without GSM or internet connection, as our wireless data transfer technology is using NB-IoT, narrowband IoT, or LoRa radio frequency technology. So we can collect data from those places which are out of sight, out of infrastructure. We don't need a direct internet or GSM connection. With the LoRa or NB-IoT, we can collect the data and get them to the server and to the computer. Moreover, our general data collecting unit works also with batteries, so we don't need even electricity for its operation for years. And last but not least, as 5 minutes is a very short time, let's speak some words about the wastewater pump shafts operation and monitoring. If we monitor these wastewater pump shafts, they usually can be on remote places and small places, small villages, and they cannot be checked every day. But what happens if they are clogged, if the operation is failing? So this is how we can perform their monitoring. We monitor their operating time, energy consumption, the pressure values, so all the necessary information. And in case if we see that the operation is not as proper, as perfect as it should be, we can give preliminary signals, warnings to the operator that, okay, not now, but please be prepared. Soon, within a few days, you have to visit that water pump shop because it will break down. So we call it predictive maintenance against the preventive maintenance, which means that you don't have to visit regularly these wastewater pump shops, but you visit and do repair when it is necessary. And this way you can predict the failures and prevent bigger losses and bigger shortages. Very quickly, this is what I can summarize about our quite huge and wide portfolios. It will be my pleasure to welcome any questions or to lead any further negotiations. Now we are in the phase of entering the international market. We have already have several connections with the Far East, with Turkey, and with Austria. And now we would like to have some real and strong connections with Germany and the other European countries. So everybody is welcome to negotiating about these smart solutions. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. Well, last but not least, the company Dilaco, which cannot take part in person due to illness in this online meeting, unfortunately, but therefore we will share their video in YouTube. One moment.
Generation of agri lighting. Poultry houses need special lighting. The high-power LED lighting system presented in this video on a grandparent breeding farm offers a solution in this particularly demanding area, resulting in 90% energy saving, plus a significantly increased biological yield. The eyesight of birds differs from that of humans. Therefore, lighting devices designed for humans cannot create an adequate environment for birds. Dilaco's lighting system uniquely reproduces the natural light conditions with careful attention to the diurnal rhythms, the exact simulation of sunrise and sunset, and the color, spectrum, color temperature, and frequency of light. The high-power LED lighting system is a complete system consisting of the following elements: agro LED spot, agro light computer, LED driver. By the combination and integrated operation of these unique parts, any lighting program recommended by poultry breeders can be implemented perfectly. The basic element of the agro high-power lighting system is the LED spot designed specifically for agricultural purposes. Accordingly, it resists dust, corrosive gases, and high-pressure water jet cleaning. The optics enable maximum control of light direction, and thus the illumination is always adequate at the eye level of the birds without causing much light pollution. In the poultry house presented in the video, the required 65 lux light intensity can be achieved with as low as 800 watt energy consumption. Furthermore, the lightweight and simple design of the LED spot makes it easy to install. Thanks to its IP67 protection, the LED spot resists the above-mentioned environmental impacts and even immersion in water. The 65 lux light intensity most commonly used in poultry production can be achieved with only 2 watt energy consumption per LED spot. When comparing Dilaco's lighting system with a traditional compact fluorescent lamp system, we can see that with the traditional system shown on the right, the light is focused at the ceiling. While with the high-power LED system, a light intensity exceeding 100 lux can be measured at the eye level of the birds. Thanks to this, the system is perfectly suitable for use in goose and turkey production as well. Dilaco's lighting system can control 6 different lighting sections at the same time as shown in this poultry house, where you can see the dimming of light by sectors. The duration of the process can be adjusted according to the type of poultry and the keeping method, but it generally lasts 30 to 35 minutes. The flash-free, continuous transition of light from dark to bright results in a calm and stress-free flock. The system has a built-in strobe light effect to prevent cannibalism. EU regulations require 80% homogeneity of illumination in poultry production. With this system designed on the basis of 3D simulation, even 90% homogeneity can be achieved. In addition, as you can see here, the reduction of light intensity 140 to 0 lux is fully continuous and stepless. As the light outputs of standard agri computers are not suitable to control such a hypersensitive system, Dialco Lighting has developed a special agri-light computer. This computer, capable of handling 6 light sections, is highly user-friendly but still can perform the most complex lighting tests, even in multi-level aviary-type poultry houses. The computer comes pre-installed with the breeder-recommended poultry lighting program, which can be modified at any time. The system needs a special LED driver as well. The Dialco Power LED station can operate more than 180 LED spots while managing hypersensitive dimming by communicating with the agri-light computer through a DMX512 protocol. Because of the agricultural conditions and for easier operation, the user interface is outside the case while the electronics and the overvoltage protection units are inside the protected box. The Agro High Power LED lighting system produced 7.24% extra biological yield in a parent flock, thus realizing a return of investment within a year. Dialco's lighting system uses 90% less energy than the traditional lighting systems. The Agro High Power LED lighting systems is the optimal solution for all types of poultry and all keeping methods. For customized consultation and planning, call Dialco Lighting. For more information, visit the website and Facebook page below or watch the videos presenting the different functions of the system in detail. Agro High Power LED lighting system, the new generation of agri lighting.
Yes, thanks everyone for the interesting presentations. We will publish the recording of this video on YouTube and also on our website. And yeah, we will send it to our members, and we are looking forward to hearing from our members.